Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I am here to explain to you how to do the initial model page on your interactive notebook for natural selection. And the initial model page is looking at our original phenomenon and trying to decide how do we think that phenomenon came to be and what exactly happened. So, if you recall, we watched a video about a poisonous newt population in Oregon. And one of the most fascinating things about this group of poison newts is they became very poisonous over time. So, the original histogram we looked at, and remember, a histogram is a bar graph that shows the distribution of traits throughout a population. The original histogram we looked at showed us that there weren't very many poisonous newts generations ago. But now, so many newts in that population are poisonous. And we're trying to figure out, how do species change over time? How do these traits get distributed? And how does that distribution change as time goes on? So I'm going to bring your attention back to our driving question, which is right here in blue. What causes changes and variation in population? So we want to think big picture. What causes changes and variations in populations in general worldwide? But we're going to examine specifically this population of poisonous newts in Oregon to figure out if that gives us a better understanding of how all various species work across our globe. So I also will draw your attention to where it says specifically what caused the poisonous newt population to become so poisonous. This graphic organizer I gave to you in Google Classroom. If you need it again or if you need assistance getting it in your notebook, you can let me know. I'm happy to help. And I'm going to have you start where it says effect. So right here in the far right box, it says effect. And the effect is the end result, right? The end result that we know right now is that there's a poisonous newt population in Oregon with super high poison levels. So for that one, you should have something like this. The newt population in this area became very poisonous over time. That is the effect. That is the end result. We are trying to find the cause and predict the mechanism. So what caused that change? Something had to have happened to cause the change. And that's what you're going to put in the cause section. So think we have a population of newts that is not very poisonous. Something happened, and now the newts are poisonous. You're going to put that information in this box. What happened that pushed the newts to become more poisonous? What event? What thing? What happened that caused this population to become more poisonous over time? And you're going to put that right there where it says cause. And then the mechanism is the how. So in mine, spoiler alert, I will reveal it. Dun, 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 dun. The newts became more poisonous over time because of the environment. So my prediction was something in the environment changed that caused the newts to become more poisonous over time. My mechanism is what that change was. Was there a fire? Was there an earthquake? Was there a flood? Was it a volcano? Was it increased predation? Was it global climate change? What caused that change in the environment that would push newts to become more poisonous? And that's what you're going to put in the mechanism. I have my answer there, but I'm not going to reveal it because I really want to see your thinking. This is your initial model. This is your initial thoughts. At the end, we're going to do this again, and you're going to put the final model on this side that says final. And you'll be able to compare your thinking from the beginning of the unit to the end of the unit and see how you've grown. So I don't want to give you my thinking. I want to see your thinking. After you finish the mechanism or the how the change occurred, then I want you to fill in this little spot at the bottom. Explain your model. You're just giving me a little explanation. I would say 2 to 3 sentences would be sufficient to explain your initial thoughts on what's happening. okay? If you need help with this, if you need any sort of assistance, please let me know. But the initial model, the left side of the page only, is due like last week. So let's get it done, okay? Let's see where you're thinking.